We are again in our recording shed. I'm going to say that for a while until I get used to it. Happy birthday, that's right, the second. Happy birthday, I'm right behind you. But I have got a slightly different spot for tonight, so I'm actually going to be standing for this live, so we'll see how it goes. But I wanted some lights in the background tonight, and the only lights we have right now are on this shelf, so thank you, baseball mama. Thank you. Of course, we can do a little bit of an audible whispering. I am absolutely loving how quiet it is out here in the shed. I do have the mic turned up to 100% sensitivity, and it still sounds super good, which I am loving. Thanks so much. So anyway, I hope you had a wonderful Monday. The days definitely go by too fast sometimes. It's almost time to refresh my bangs again. They're gonna get close to my eyes. Just a little bit. It's been so long since I recorded when it's this quiet. I've a little bit forgotten how to regulate my breathing. So if I sigh in your ears. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello. The inaudible whispers. I have to kind of hold my breath as I do it, so I can only do it for so long. Thank you, baseball mama. And some of that probably has to do with staining. I know, we'll see. We'll see if I can go through the whole thing. But I do have this nice tabletop I can tap on. I do love the sound of inaudible whispers. I must say too, I found an amazing smaller ASMR artist the other day. Sarah ASMR, S-A-R-A ASMR. And she seems to mostly do lives, but she had like a little silicone hand and was making mouth sounds as she traced it, and it was so very relaxing. So much so that I'm gonna have to get my own silicone hand so I could do that for you guys. But anyway, definitely check out her content. It was very, very magical. But yes, combination of mouth sounds with the gentle inaudible whispers are some of the best. I think we've a lot of this gonna agree. Everything's kind of a mishmash on this table right now, so you will find the different triggers. My bangs are almost too long already. I'm gonna have to trim them soon. How are all of you on this fine Monday? We finally got some snow in Western Washington. Not a lot. It was only like an inch, I think, but we did finally get snow. Oh, that's so wonderful to hear, baseball mama. Jess and I did record another YouTube video for posting tomorrow, so there'll be a new one. Ooh, icy is always scary. Luckily it hasn't been too icy here. Oh, Maddie. I'm glad it was an almost and not a for sure, but that's scary. It's always frightening when you go to stop and your car's like, nay. bit of skincare on you tonight. I currently have it mishmashed into 2 cubbies right now. So we've got this one. And then we have our micellar water and our toner. So we're just going to start with removing any makeup that might currently be sitting on your skin, any oils, anything like that. So we're going to start with our micellar water here. This thing bubbles the more you mix it, so I have to be a little careful. So I got this cotton pad. Just gonna get a little bit on that. And we're gonna. Jess is inside enjoying a well-deserved evening off. We had a pretty busy weekend. She normally is off on Mondays, but she'll be live with all of you tomorrow. And then we'll go live together on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So she has been gaming. I think she's playing the new Dragon Age. Is alive being weird, Katie? Happy. So, Dragon Age is it's a fantasy role-playing game where you can make decisions as you go. So, the choices you make can affect the outcome of the game. Yeah, just about 7 minutes ago, Katie. Thank you. I'm still getting used to them, but and there are also romanceable characters in the game. But it's interesting. I played a variation of this game. Well, not a variation. Thanks, Katie. An earlier version in the story. And I got my heart broken by one of the characters and couldn't continue it. But the gameplay was interesting. Okay. Thanks for the call. Yeah, we can do a story towards the end there. And now we're going to go ahead and tone your face with some witch hazel here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this directly onto my hand. And we're just going to pat, 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 pat. It does have a nice end to it. Alright, and then that's going to go ahead and sit for a moment. And next we're going to use some serums I have here. So I do have a vitamin C serum. And then we have our resurfacing serum. So let's start with this one. Glad you enjoy it. Tapping is still one of my favorites to do. Alright. Now let's go on with the vitamin C. We went a little light with the resurfacing serum, but this one could be a little bit more generous with, so we're just going to do. And just get a little bit on my hand here. now we can go in with our moisturizers. I have a general skin moisturizer, and then I've got an overnight eye cream we'll use. So we're going to start with this one. I don't know where I lost this product. I haven't used this in a while. Not sure where I've hid it. Alright, and then we're just going to smooth that over your skin. Because I love the jar sounds. So TikTok's been kind of odd that sometimes I can see what you all gift, and other times I just see, oh, this person got, the gift badge. So I'm sorry if I don't specifically say thank you. I do try and watch, but it's been a little weird that way. So far, that's the only thing that I've noticed acting weird about TikTok with it no longer being in the App Store. For us, based in the States. I don't know if anyone else has noticed anything odd. Alright, and then this will be your eye cream, so I'm just going to pat that just under your eye. And then I'll bring it up and around a little bit as well. Perfect. My next thing will be to get some type of rug or cover on this table so you don't hear every little thing in it. Got our moon. Of course, Darren, it's been a while since I pulled that out. It is a wonderful texture. So this was something I got just for ASMR. It is actually a purse. Let's see if I can get it open. I hardly ever open it because I don't actually use it as a purse. It opens somehow. There we go. So it's a purse. It's got the chain, but I got it just for the delicious rhinestones. I do too. It sounds amazing. I didn't have anything else. Purely covered in rhinestones. Sometimes I miss my long hair, Minya, but not too often. I would say the only plus about long hair unlike my bangs, it didn't require styling. But, like in the same way, but it used to get caught on a lot of things. It would get tangled fairly easy. So, most of the time I just wore it in a ponytail. So, it was nice when I got the urge to like want to braid my hair, but that didn't happen very often. I'm not particularly good at doing braids on myself, or on others for that matter. So I enjoy the versatility of short hair a little bit more. I've been enjoying it, so I do plan to grow it out just a little bit longer, just to get some fun bounce to it. Tonight, my kitty, she is off on Mondays. You'll see her tomorrow. She'll have a solo live with all of you. And then we go live together on Wednesday and Thursday. I decided to cut it, so I went pretty extreme. I went from having very long hair and I shaved it in 2023, I think. It's been a while. But I ended up doing like the undercut, and I got shorter and shorter and shorter until I only had a little bit of hair right here. And as much as I enjoyed that, my personal style is a lot of times based on my mood. So sometimes I'd want a little bit of a softer look, and something about the undercut just didn't satisfy that side of me. So we started growing it more into this pop. Hi, Pixel. I'm good. How about yourself? I'm so sorry if I drop anything tonight, because it is going to be so loud. And then we have a whole bunch of these up here. These are a bunch of potions that Jess and I made a while ago with mica powder. Thanks. I think we made all these for our Enchantress roleplay, but they're quite lovely. We did all kinds of different colors. Did a green here. It's been a little while since we've used these. They were quite fun. Just don't look too closely. You could tell that some of the mica is settled. But I do have to show you one of the big ones. Super big one. It's got a cool sound to it too. It's nice to pretty much have all of our props in order place. These have always lived in this cabinet, which has always been downstairs. Alright, what shall we do next? A little bit of feather on your face, or maybe a little bit of guess the word. So many options. also have, not too far away here, some of my glitter paper, which is another wonderful one to scratch. Even better if I put it directly on the mic. I think we'll do guess the word next. I'm just gonna scratch your brain a little bit first. I do too. I love scratching different textures. One of these days I'm just gonna take little corners of all of them and just make like different, like one trigger texture board that I can just scratch. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some inaudible guess the word. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do guess the word in each ear, and we are slowly getting more and more intelligible. And so we'll see how good your hearing is. Now, I tend to get inspiration from the things around me, so here is your first word. Frog. What word do you think you heard? Well done. Well done. You did indeed hear frog. This was a gift given to us by one of our wonderful followers, Nisha. Our little frog. We're going to go ahead and set him off to the side. And now, another word for you. Ready? Cardboard. 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 Do you think you heard that one? Well done, Big Bitty. Well done, dude. Yes. Cardboard. I have a little toilet paper core here. All right. What next? What next? I wish I did, Big Bitty. I don't have it in here right now. I want to get one of those like mushroom cloud ones, but I don't have my sound in here that makes rain yet. But we can tap rain. Anyway, here is your next word. And it shall be indeed. It is a mushroom. A venom. Mushroom. This is a piece I hopefully will eventually hang on the wall. I have to find a way to anchor it, but it's like a little mushroom shelf that we 3D printed. Thank you for the rose, Alexa. Alright. Now, another word. Inspiration. Alright. Well done, everyone. Yes. And we have these little wood furniture pieces. So these are actually little legs. Yes, Kathy, we're finally in our recording shed that we've been working on. Alright, here is your next word. We're getting quite unintelligible now. Thank you. I know this is just one part of it, but so far it's great. And hopefully you can hear the sound difference. It's much, much quieter in here, which I love. We'll try it again. I know this one's kind of hard. I know as a video, we've done it once or twice in the lives, but I haven't done like a formal video tour, and I need to. Thanks. Alright, I'm going to show you the item. I'll show you, maybe I'll show you the item. Here's just a tiny little hint. Indeed. I did pick a hard one. Good job, Jay. Yes, it was string. So, we're just gonna pop this over your face. I have to try and trick you all at least once. I'm curious what you all were thinking you were hearing. Let's see, we're just gonna pluck you out of the string. You're like, how is she gonna show us that? This is a family-friendly channel. It was string. Most of the time, anyway. Alright, let's do one more as I glance around for inspiration. Alright, here we go. Here's your last word. close, Katie. But this is an item. A beauty item, you could say. Very good. Very good. Tweezers. Sure, MJ. We pulled it down earlier and you guys seem to enjoy it. I have one singular little hair that is just tickling my nose. I know. It's really hard. Scissors. Money. Supposedly $10,000 worth. Another 30 minutes will be live. Then we'll move into our subscriber bonus live. Let's see, what else do I have nearby? We have our eggs. I still haven't got used to the new organization of everything yet. We have our little styrofoam eggs. It sounds like snow. Thank you, Alexis. This was my first attempt at Gel X nails at home. It wasn't terrible. I need to work on the edges a little bit, but I was all happy with the result. And so far they've stayed on longer. So I am using the Beetles UV like glue, brush on glue. That being said, I had a poor reaction with Beetles before, so I decided to just give it another go. And so far it seems like as long as I make sure that the glue doesn't touch my skin, we're golden. But I didn't know that the first time. I didn't do my research, so all of my cuticles got really swollen. I got contact dermatitis essentially. But so far, as long as I'm more careful, it seems to be okay. What's a little LED done? That is an excellent question. I have no idea what's on the bottle. Maybe? I've never looked that closely. Yeah, Alexis, the Beetles brand is the glue instead of the light. My favorite, Alexa. I think one of my absolute favorite sounds. Let me find a quick prop. Is tapping with a little bit of non-glue. Yeah, definitely read the comments and warnings on it, Alexis, and definitely, whatever you do, try not to let any of that touch your skin. But just slow, random The only problem I was having with that is I am very rough with my hands, and I couldn't find a glue that would keep them on for more than 3 days. So far, we're almost a week in, and these are doing very good. But we'll see. But so far, I'm liking this process. I think I finally got the prep down. That was the other thing I was struggling with. We did do some of that, Grace, but we can absolutely do some more. Guess the word. That does seem to be a fan favorite. Yes, and then we'll do car ride. I will need to step away and go get my glass lid that I dropped over there. Alright, guess the word. Looking around for more inspiration. I would be happy to, as long as you realize that this would be like my second time doing it, but I'd be happy to do a live and we could do our nails together. Alright, let's do, yes, exactly, big bitty. Alright, here is your first word to guess. And I'm definitely there with you, Big Bitty. That's where I have 100% struggled. I got acrylics done for years, but it does add up over time. And it really was starting to beat on my nails a little bit. So we'll see. That's another thing is when I finally take this set off, I want to see what condition my nails are in. Because I know how they usually are when acrylics are removed, which isn't, it's not terrible as long as they didn't sand at an angle or anything, but I'm going to see if this is better. Alright, I'm going to say that word again for you. It's close. Close. It was a whale. But I might not have been saying it in a clear way. Whale. Whale. Look at his little tail. Alright, let's see. Just opening my drawers for some. Okay, here is your next word. Horse. 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 I'm saying that one a little louder so I don't get in trouble. We should have a little time for poetry right after this pixel. Very close. I will say this is another animal. Another animal. TikTok everything. Horse. 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 The first letter is silent. You know. Thank you, Morgan. If I could whinny, I would. I can't do it. It was horse. Thank you for all the heart puffs. Alright, now another. Let's do one more and then we'll do some poetry reading. We're gonna do one more animal again. Ready? I do have a finger puppet for this as well. Well done. It is squirrel. And I have little squirrel hands. Just get a little squirrel head massage here. Well done. These were a white elephant that was given to one of my bosses, and I asked if I could take these home for ASMR, and he let me. They're pretty nice. They're actually quite relaxing. I have to do a full video of just me massaging you with squirrel hands. The raccoon would be really cute. Alright. Now, poetry. Alright, Pixel, were we wanting Poetic Underground, book 1, 2, or 3? They are great. Or Talking to the Wild. Thank you, I'm so glad I saw it. Thank you, Morgan, for the little bear beanie. It was so cute. So, Poetic Underground, book 3 is Dreamscape. Book 1 is Reverie. And book 2 is something. Voyage. Voyage. So, we're revealing Dreamy. Book 2, Voyage. Perfect. Good choice. Alright, and then how we like to do poetry reading is I will have you pick page numbers. Let me give you the range. From 7 to 92. Pick a number between 7 and 92, and we will read the poem on that page. 19. We'll start there. This one is called My World Within. Thank you for the paper crane, Alexa. How can you say you know me when you've only seen my skin, and not the untamed world I hide that's growing deep within? You haven't heard my ribs all creak behind each plaited vine, or swum beneath the waterfall that cascades down my spine. You've not been here for long enough to watch a new life start, or find the run-down castle lying just inside my heart. You haven't climbed the branches that are wrapped around each lung, swaying with the breezes that come dancing past my tongue. Don't mark me with your footprints if you plan to leave too soon, and only want to know me when my plants are all in bloom, because the birdsong might be pretty, but it's not for you they sing, and if you think my winter is too cold, you don't deserve my spring. Alright, 78. We'll try and get through all of these, but I do want to leave time for car ride. 78. This one is called A+. They announced it on a Monday in her school's old sweaty hall that a girl that I had math with wasn't coming back at all. You could hear the silent questions. She was perfect, wasn't she? What demons was she fighting that we were all too blind to see? I sat in math that Monday beside her now abandoned desk while our teacher warned us not to fail our fast approaching test. I remember she once whispered that she was envious of me. My parents knew the work it took just to get a simple B. I wish I'd noticed earlier, or had the decency to ask, because her world must have been crumbling behind her perfect student mask. And I wonder if, on that Sunday, it was the last thought in her brain that the only A+ she could give was the blood type in her veins. That one was very sad. But it definitely brings to light that we don't always know what others are going through. We are reading out of The Poetic Underground, Book 2, Voyage, by Erin Hansen. Very sad. Alright, 49, and then 9, 49. 49 is a short one. It's called Surrender. Sorry, I felt that burp coming. 500 words of steel shot like bullets from your throat, punching holes through all the good things that I used to stay afloat. Dark black water laps beneath me. I can feel its gurgling breath, waiting for the perfect moment to drag me down into its depth. But maybe there is freedom in feeling things I had denied. So I lay down in its icy arms and surrendered to the tide. We're getting definitely some turbulent ones tonight. Alright, and then number 9. Her Great Escape. They say it's 10 years to the day since she disappeared from sight, packed up her best intentions, and ran away into the night. That the pine trees on the hillside are still heard calling her name, and the wind whistles with woe, trying to find someone to blame. But despite its howling fury, there is no one here at fault. For the world was just a piece inside her restless soul's revolt. And like you can't define the ocean by the parts that reach the sand, perhaps she was much deeper than our minds could understand. So legend tells the story of how she left no trace to track, that she escaped this bitter earth across a silver moonbeam's back. And if you ever wake at night to moonlight splashed across your face, it is her hand reaching for yours, her very own cosmic embrace. Hi, Telly, good to see you. Alright, I know there were a couple more requests, but I think we're going to go ahead and stop there so we have time for car ride for everyone. Which will be more whispering, so don't you fret. I have to step away just for a moment to grab the candle that I want to use to diffuse the light. And then there is going to be a little bit of shaking, so don't mind. I'll be right back. Alright, let's make sure Where's the pen light? Okay, not sure where the pen light is, so we might just use the black light tonight. So, for our car ride, we're going to go ahead and turn out the ring light. And we'll do a little story time with it. Different spot. Tully, we are finally in the recording shed we've been working on. We just did some poetry reading, Melinda. And now we're going to do a car ride for all of you. Now let me just think of the story. I think I'm going to take you through parts of a recent dream I had. Alright, whoop, wrong way on the ring light there. There we are. Alright. Is it this way? No, it's this way. I want you to imagine that you're riding in the passenger seat of a car. Someone you love and trust very much is driving the vehicle. And you find yourself lulled, almost hypnotized by the passing of headlights across your closed lids. And you feel safe, warm, and content. And before long, you find yourself dreaming. You stand on the shore of a beautiful beach. Waves lap at your toes. The sun shines overhead. The blue sky shines overhead. The blue sky without a single cloud. And you find yourself drawn into the water, into the gently rolling waves. And so down, down you dive. And you find that you don't need... Oh my gosh, ignore that, I'm so sorry. And you find yourself not panicking. Because you are able to breathe underwater miraculously. I'm so sorry. It was scary for me too. So if you feel your heart palpitating a bit, it's because a shark swam by, but don't you worry, it wasn't concerned with you. So you continue to dive beneath the waves. And you find yourself swimming along the edge of a kelp forest. Kelp sway in the waves and the current, climbing from the ocean floor, stalks reaching up towards the light at the surface. Various colorful fish dart to and fro between the fronds and leaves. Just to your right, a brown, sleek figure darts, chasing the little fish, flipping and pirouetting in the water is a beautiful seal, perfectly streamlined and the most amazing amount of chunky. It swims along, not disturbed because you both know that you belong in this space and you are at home in this place. And so you continue along, mesmerized as the light filters down from above. You follow along with a crab as it scuttles along the sandy bottom. And you pass a mischievous octopus darting from one rock cluster to another, tentacles exploring the world around them. And in this moment, you are perfectly at peace. And then, just like the tide, the dream slowly begins to fade away. And you find yourself again riding in the passenger seat of that car. And then the lights come back on as your friend gently nudges you awake. Hey, we're home. Welcome back. You know, that's one thing, as I have been greatly blessed with very few nightmares. But I also tend not to dream about, like, daily, everyday things. They're usually very fantastical, sometimes stressful. We are in the shed, Kaylee. Good to see you. Hopefully your shift went well at work. I know I will do an official tour soon. I did a brief tour during live, but I started dream journaling, which only works if you wake up and write it down immediately. But that's helped, and I certainly don't remember all of my dreams. Usually just the ones that kind of have an impact or that have something unique. A dream I often think about was I was in like a mall. I was wandering a mall, but there were constant staircases up and down. And I was ghost hunting, is what I feel like what I remember I was doing. But there were like apparitions in the hotel that I was tracking down. I just remember running up and down all these different stairs. But so I have interesting dreams, but fortunately they're usually not nightmares. Thanks, Kaylee. Yeah, it is so amazing. Hopefully you can hear how quiet it is, which is my favorite part. I have you guys turned all the way up on the gain, and we're not hearing the obnoxious background. I do have a heater that I can turn on that creates like a nice fan-like sound if we end up disliking how quiet it is, but this is a great starting place for recording, so I can always add in sounds. It's a little bit more tricky to take them away. Alright, everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Oh, well, now that you've said it, Kay, I'll be able to remember. I recognize that you were a drop, but I get easily confused if you all change things up on me. Thank you for all of your likes, your gifts to our wonderful little raindrops. Definitely stick around for the subscriber only live if we got our lovely drops in here. Jess, my sister and partner in crime, will be live for you all tomorrow doing a generic ASMR triggers like we did tonight. And then Wednesday and Thursday we'll be live together for real personal attention. And I will be working on editing a YouTube video tonight that will hopefully be ready by tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Alright, and now let's do a little countdown to help you all fall asleep. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, thank you, Daddy. 1, 1, 1, and 0, 0, 1, and 0, 0. Good night, everyone. I will see you all again on Wednesday.